BNC, 100% black and brown host around the clock. Finally, news that speaks to us.
Joining me to talk about how slave ownership among America's lawmakers impacts the very foundation and development of this country is Ford Foundation professor of history, race, and public policy at Harvard Kennedy School and co-host of Some of My Best Friends Are podcast. I have Professor Khalil Gibran Muhammad back here on Amplified to just break all this down for us. I gotta say, Khalil, this piece to me was fascinating, not because it's stuff that we didn't actually know or just assume, but the way that it was mapped out to like highlight the real numbers here and how vast the practice of slave ownership actually was. The Post has this whole database that they created where reporters found that 38 states, including all of New England, bust that myth, a lot of the Midwest and even Western states had lawmakers who owned slaves. So just knowing that, I want to just start there. What does it say about how pervasive and ingrained the culture of slavery really was in the U.S.?
Well, just like we are starting to learn to live with COVID, and in this massive public health crisis, the word endemic is starting to replace pandemic. Pandemic being something that sweeps through, endemic being something that's built in. Slavery was built into the nation. It was here long before the United States actually had a constitution and was founded. And the legacy of slavery continued well into the 20th century, as that fabulous Washington Post investigative journalism revealed. I'll admit, with a PhD in history, even I didn't know the full scale of congresspeople who owned slaves. I would venture to say most historians don't know, because it's that kind of due diligence that allows us to see with the fullness and clarity that when we think about slavery as evil or as horrible or horrific, we miss a bigger truth. And the bigger truth is that there is no United States without it. It was the business of the nation, and it affected every single aspect of this society.
Absolutely. And it's amazing that there's, I always think about the white tears that happen now. We don't want to teach the kids about any of this because we don't want little white children today to feel any sense of guilt for what might have happened, but then we're going to pretend like nothing actually happened. But the way that you phrase it is this country's business was absolutely enslaving people, our economic system. That's exactly what it was. And then you had all these elected officials who wrote the laws about the concept of slavery, who were the ones in the business of it. So I wonder, how this speaks then to why America might have been stuck in that grotesque cycle for so long, and this collective amnesia that Americans now want to have about it.
Well, the problem is that American founders and the legislators, who we now know more about their enslaving of others, it created a massive contradiction and conundrum when they created the concept of universal rights and liberties. Of course, we all know they were speaking of themselves, but what they put on paper became precedent for others to make those same claims. And in that sense, the only way to reconcile the truth of enslavement against the legal concept of universal freedom was to say that Black people weren't fully human or weren't fully capable of self-governance. And therein lies the story of racism, meaning that racism as an idea, as an ideology, as a set of concepts about Black people emerged to justify the inequality. So we've been justifying the inequality right up until William Barr, the former Attorney General, said in his new book that there is no such thing as structural racism, because if you admit to it, then you have to admit that fundamentally the nation was built on oppression.
That's exactly what I wanted to get to here. Thank you, because we are constantly talking, at least I am on this show, about how we ultimately reshape America and try to cut through structural racism by amending policy and law that's been on the books for a very long time that was designed in a way that was not race forward. You know, I guess there were some fixes over the last 100 years or so that tried to be a little bit more race neutral and get rid of overt discrimination. But when, in fact, the way that our entire economic system operates, the way that every system, be it, you know, education, any kind of services in this land are designed really to benefit white male landowners, if that's where we started from, then we've got to figure out how to go back there to undo that. And to me, that is the work of tackling structural racism that isn't really being talked about. So to have all this mapped out at the Washington Post now, how should Congress be thinking about doing its work? You're a historian here. When we know better, we should do better. And so now with this information, the current members of Congress are sitting there thinking about what their predecessors created. How should they now move on with legislating and policymaking and righting wrongs given this new information?
Well, the best answer is to say we ought to move forward with the reparations bill. I'm willing to go along with the study version of it, which is H.R. 40, but I'm also willing to go along with the Truth Commission, which sort of moves us further along than simply studying it, but also creating the conditions for repair, reconciliation, and justice. And that's a bill that Senator Lee proposed shortly after the George Floyd killing. These are the next steps in light of the ongoing evidence that we are producing in this moment. And it's not just the Washington Post that's doing this kind of work, but you know and I know that our politics are severely broken, and there will be another universe of alternative facts that try to explain this away or try to dismiss this as ancient history as if there's no impact on it. So I can't explain how to actually change the behavior of Congress people, but I can agree with you what the next steps ought to be.
That Truth Commission, do we think we'll ever get to that kind of a reconciliation process? God, you know, forbid we actually talk about atonement and reparations, but so much has to happen for us to even face that. Are you optimistic? What are academics thinking about even starting that process?
Well, I can tell you, I mean, so first of all, this is the third conversation I've had about reparations in like 2 weeks, and that is unprecedented. So I do think there is an acceleration of public knowledge and debates and conversations about the mechanics of reparations and what that would actually mean, both at the federal level and at the state level. I can also say that the human rights community around the world, and including in the United States, are beginning to turn their tools internally on the United States itself as a purveyor of human rights abuses. And I think that's another new development that is coming out of George Floyd. So there are movements that I think are unprecedented. They are not quite at scale, but they do suggest the possibility that if we can get our politics together in the years to come, we may actually see real change happen.
BNC, America's Black News Channel. Watch us on all major cable providers and major streaming platforms. Finally, news that speaks to us.